So the Haas guys left, and they were running a cycle through here, making things move. I thought this would be really cool, so I had Brock do it back up. Haas does not promote or suggest that you ever do this. All right, so on the last video of the year and end review video, I mentioned the Sugar Mama. This is the Sugar Mama 1980 Malibu. We have been building this car for over a year with the help of Chris Kozlik at 660 Raceworks. Been building this car for my wife to drive, and we'll tell you all about that. There is a full build-up coming on this car. All steel, all glass, twin torque storm supercharged 540 cubic inch Steve Morris engine. Runs on pump gas, and we're gonna run it on E98. Really cool deal. Gonna run an 850 class. Gonna show you all the buildup of this entire car, drag and drive, windshield wipers and everything work on it. It's awesome. You'll see here, I got the front end off of my car. I'll show you that in a minute. Got the hub dyno. We have the little bit of the new equipment, that little grinders and sanders and saw and stuff that we got from C.H. Hansen. And you see over here, we got up and coming. You already knew that we got this. The Haas VF4 SS Super Speed machine. This thing is now knocking out first stage of billet cylinder heads, billet valve covers. We have the fourth axis for it. I'm probably going to start doing some other work like that too. Then balancer from CWT, best balancer out there. Rottler, obviously. We got the head shop over there. We got the F69 block machine. Then we have the king of all hones here, the old 85 H85X. Awesome deal. And then of course we have, well, let's get to this first. Then of course we got the Centroid over here, which has nothing in it right now. I think Brock just took out cylinder heads out of this thing. It's got my, that looks like an SMX plate in there. SMX block. This is a SMX solid. Gonna talk to you about that this year too. A solid version, no water. Keep in mind, SMX's water version are drag and drive proven, fastest drag and drive engine, period, proven. 577, 260, and 260 mile an hour in Tom Bailey's car. My car, many other cars. But have a solid version coming up. Then we also see, yes, this is the Bailey's machine. Yes, you've seen a lot on this. They are very close. So upcoming on this right now is we have all of the new ball screw, new ways, new bearing supports. They are coming next week to put a granite on here, indicate it all in with granite, level up the machine, get everything all done there, and then finish buttoning that stuff up. Then they're going to re-laser it, and then we're going to be knocking out blocks. Well, Lord willing, knocking out blocks from chunks of aluminum. Super cool. So, I mean, we got all this machine stuff going on. We got billet blocks, billet heads, all the rest of the stuff that we got going on with other engine customers. Oh, really cool Viper V10 stuff. Let me show you that right here. This one's dirty because just in the hone. This is all done honing. That's why it's just sitting here dripping out. Everything's off it. Our own sleeve deal. So we've even been making our own sleeves for these because you can't get sleeves. Extremely expensive. I've shown you a whole video on that, on how we do these dry decked Viper blocks for 3,000 plus horsepower. Our own sleeve setup, our own main cap setup, 55 millimeter roller cam bearing setup, all done right here in house. Now, come over here. As you can see, the engine is out of my car. We are going to, it's at that really stupid, funny little spot where it is, this thing has, Thing has less than 20 passes on it, probably. It's gone as fast as it's ever gone. It is spot on the money, perfect right now. If I wasn't going to a drag and drive event, I would just keep on testing and keep on testing. But I had that notion run through my head that it's like, you know what? You better put rods and pistons in that thing. Just make it brand new. It doesn't need it, but just you got it. Just make it brand new, so you'd be brand new, fresh there for Sick Week, because we really want to do well. So here we go. So it's going to be a bunch of parts coming out of this thing. I think we'll do some giveaways on all the pistons, rods, and everything that come out of this thing. So this has to be done by January 20th. Sugar Mama over there has to be done by January 20th, so we can leave, go down and test, and get my wife all reacclimated to racing. She's done a lot of racing. I'll talk to you about that more in the build-up videos. So we got all this stuff. So 2 cars, multiple engines. Let's go over and start looking at the engine stuff. All right, so here's all the customer engines in process. I think there's 50 different customers and engines in process at this particular second. A lot of stuff going on here. We have everything from billet V10 Lamborghinis to LS's to Cletus's old backup engine. We have, gosh, we got lots of stuff. We got billet Streamliner engines. We got small block Chevys, big block Chevys, LS's. We have Viper V10, Audi stuff, Ford stuff, big block Ford stuff, Hemi stuff, Gen 3 Hemi stuff. We have, oh, this one is interesting. This is actually the very first manifold that we ever made, and we actually made this manifold in-house on an old 3-axis machines. This was the original, and I'm here to tell you, nobody had this style. That we made this manifold in 2012 or 13, I think it is. It's in a magazine here. We'll show you the little picture right here. Okay, and we made these billet valve covers. I mean, this was one of the very first thing. This is, because this is in a Bentley. Very cool deal. All right. So that was, and this engine, which was one of the original engines that we did, came back finally for a freshen up. So we're going to go back through the whole thing for the guys over there in England. Oh, and a whole new deal coming up. Going to be working on something right here. Can't tell you everything about it, but could be hundreds of engines. We'll just leave it at that. Could be a really neat deal. So that thing's all coming up. This is engine number 1 out of the deal. Mini mod pulling tractor engines, mini mod tractors. We're going to be getting these things run through the dyno. We got this big Hemi, or sorry, big Chrysler run through there. Ned Dunphy's V10, the SM10. We like to, me and Ned call it the SM10. The block was done exactly like that block over there, with this whole sleeve set up and dry deck. This thing, Lord one's going to really rip and tear. Then we have all the SML stuff. We'll be running. The first SML is done. We're going to do finished dyno on Tuesday. The next SML is coming up to be. So we got our complete header system. Let me show you that. These 2 SMLs right here. They're up next, all done. This SML, so we've taken the time. We still have to do just a couple things because we broke our throttle cable Saturday. Or I'm sorry, yeah, just Saturday, no, Friday, whatever. We broke a throttle cable, so we got this temporary throttle cable out here. But we decided, and I said, Kyle, let's just build a turbo kit with our own turbos. So these are Bullseye 85mm turbos. Turbo Smart wastegates, obviously. Let's just build a complete turbo kit for these SMLs, because I'm getting tired of remaking new stuff all the time. So every single thing on here, we got to make some new fittings for some new lines and stuff. But these headers, the hot side, cold side, everything just gonna go bink, bink, over on the other one, dyno it, bink, over on the other one, dyno it. Trying to save some time, and these will actually still fit because the SML is intentionally made to be a drop-in replacement for your LS engine. Just the ultimate 3,000 plus horsepower, durable LS-based engine, all billet cylinder head, billet block, billet fully water jacketed, drag and drive deal. So it will just go into replace your LS7, LS3 style engine. So we got this thing going on. We're also going to we're going to have all of these things done, including this one of our SMX customers. That thing, planning on that being done here in the next 3 weeks also. And big block Ford over there, pulling truck engine for Brad Skullout. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name, bud. For Brad, gonna have that dynoed, that thing up and dynoed. All three of these things dynoed. Those two mini mod engines dynoed. Probably that big block Chrysler engine dynoed. And 2 cars done. 3 weeks. And continuing on with all the rest of the work, so other guys will be working on the next projects all coming up. So all right, so I think that's about it. Oh, merchandise. Got new merchandise. Go to the apparel page. You'll see we have new regular old guy merchandise like what I wear, and then Kyle's coming up with his own drip. You know what drip means? I know what it means now. But anyways, got his own line of stuff coming up, and Kyle's working on his car to get his car going back up because, oh, sorry, forgot. Kyle's riding with my wife as the crew. He's not going to race his car. He's going to go with my wife and crew for my wife and Sugar Mama. Awesome stuff. So anyways, go check it all out. Appreciate y'all. God bless. Have a great new year.